Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Kuna Money Caro. Today we are reacting to Seminella Academy's Origin of Phrases. I love his channel. It's always good for learning like this nice kind of like trivia knowledge. And he gives it to you in a pretty nice spicy attitude. If you have any comments, suggestions, leave them down below. Remember to like, subscribe. Here we go.
Hey kids, you know what's cool? Entomology. I mean emetology. Etymology.
Adamant.
Today we're going to talk about some words, some combinations thereof, and where they come from. First is the phrase white elephant. Now, for those out of the loop, a white elephant is a possession which its owner cannot dispose of and whose cost, particularly that of maintenance, is out of proportion to its usefulness. And also a gameplay during the holidays for people who prefer
I want a Kermit doll.
According to legend, this saying dates back to the monarchs of Siam. Whenever one of the king's courtiers drew his displeasure through whatever means, he would offer them a gift of a white elephant. It was considered the ultimate insult to refuse a gift from the king, so naturally the elephantee would be forced to accept. Now, if you know elephants as well as I do, you would know that they are frickin' gigantic. They can consume around 50 gallons of water and 5,000 pounds of foliage every day, which would be quite expensive to keep up in modern times, let alone hundreds of years ago. Plus, these ones are albinos, so you have to hose them down with SPF 30 once a while, or else they'll turn into one big tumor. Not really, but they definitely needed their shade. Also, Southeast Asian cultures considered white elephants sacred, so you weren't allowed to make the animal work, and you'd have to hire a load of people to care for it on a daily basis.
Got a welfare check. Oh my god.
Getting the gift would have to choose between financial ruin or letting it die and being socially ostracized and possibly even killed. I thought this whole thing was pretty clever, so I've started doing my own version. Whenever someone gets on my nerves, I spray paint progressive comments all over. That way they'll have to spend the whole day angrily scrubbing it off, and then the neighbors will be like, "Wait, does that mean he likes the N-word? Bigoted scum." To the wall. This one harkens back.
Oh, we hear this one all the time. I've never heard the white elephant before though.
Would be controlled with either a lever or a plunger, either of which were often topped with a sphere for easy handling. Thus, when you wanted to throw the plane into max thrust, you'd put the balls to the wall. In a similar vein, the phrase pinball machines. When you want to launch the ball full force, pull the plunger all the way
go
down,
ahead. I thought that meant something else.
Nah, just kidding. That one actually means what you think it does.
Okay, I was like, that doesn't. Okay.
The origin of this phrase is still disputed by etymologists, but one theory traces back to the sport of horse racing. In order to stop horses from getting nervous before a race, their owners would stick a goat in the stables to keep them calm. Apparently, the presence of a goat has some kind of therapeutic effect on horses, kind of like a therapy dog, except they can't pet it on account of hooves, so they just sniff it for a while, I guess. Cut to a pack of young hooligans looking for something to do besides bootlegging and getting polio. They decide to break into the stables at night and escort the goat to an undisclosed location. Then when the race starts, instead of running straight ahead like a normal person, the horse would run into the crowd and drop kick a grandma or whatever. Shaking his cane, yelling, "Those punks really get my goat." Thanks to modern medicine, anxious horses today can instead be given horsey Xanax to calm them down, which unfortunately means that the days of hot-blooded goat getting are over. However, some would argue that stealing horse tranquilizers can be equally rewarding.
Yeah.
But enough of that. Hey, speaking of which, you ever wonder where Mumbo Jumbo comes from? Nice segue, Sam. Thanks, Sam. Anyways, this one's gonna be good. Mumbo Jumbo originates from the Mandingo people of West Africa. The Mandingos were a polygamous culture, and whenever a domestic quarrel broke out, they would soon hear animalistic screaming coming from the woods. They look over, and out runs this guy, known as Mumbo Jumbo. Now, Mumbo Jumbo's
is this real?
deal to the Mandingos.
Is this real?
The whole tribe would sing and dance in the town center until midnight, at which point Mr. Jumbo would settle the dispute. And by settle the dispute, I mean tie the female to a post and slap her upside the head with a stick for an hour.
Oh my god.
All hooting and hollering. And then he'd run screaming back into the woods where he would remain until the next complaint arose. What the Mandingo women didn't know is that Mumbo Jumbo is not, in fact, a wild patriarchal deity from the forest, but
just some like random old dude
or one of his friends wearing a costume made from
oh my god, are you serious?
Babbling nonsense the whole time, which is where the phrase Mumbo Jumbo is derived from. So next time one of your superiors uses the words Mumbo Jumbo in a jocular fashion, remember to report them to HR for promoting African wife beating. Anyway, that's all for today. Until next time, I'm Salmonella, and thank you for watching.
The camera messed up near the end. Oh my god, that last one, that was interesting. I would never have guessed that their phrases come from that. I really enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed watching it with me, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. I will see you guys later. Bye.